What's going on, family? I'm Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Let's continue with 10 greatest black light heavyweights, in my opinion. Battling Siki, Louis Powell, was born September 16, 1897, in St. Louis, Senegal, French West Africa. He died December 16, 1925. He was 28 years of age at the time of his death, and he would reside in Hell's Kitchen, New York, where he was shot by a cop. He stood 5 foot 10 inches, weighed 176 pounds, and he was managed by Paul Levy. Battling Siki fought from 1912 to 1925, and he would become the first black world light heavyweight champion of all times in the established division. Now that's something to think about. That's a landmark, being the first black world light heavyweight champion in boxing history. He would take on Georges Compartier, who was better known as the Orchard Man. He would defeat him in Paris, France, September 24th, 1922. Let's take a look at Georges Compartier for one moment. Because Georges Compartier, as quiet as it's kept, was a phenomenal light heavyweight. As champion, he would take on wonders. Like any other fighter, let's first learn about Georges Compartier. Now, he was a featherweight and he was a heavyweight and everything in between. He would capture titles in every weight division. He was born January 12, 1824 in Lens, France. He stood 5 foot 11 and a half inches and weighed 175 pounds. He fought from February 24th, 1907 to January 11th, 1927. Georges Compartier was a special young man. At the age of 16, he would referee a bout between heavyweight champion Jack Johnson and Frank Moran. That fight would go 20 rounds. Now, he would have 15 bouts in 1909, 18 bouts in 1910, 27 bouts in 1911, 7 bouts in 1912. He would lose in 19 rounds to Frank Klaus on a foul. 10 bouts in 1913. 1919, he would face Joe Beckett, and he would score a first-round knockout. 1920, he would face Battling Levinsky in Jersey City, New Jersey. For the light heavyweight championship crown, he would defeat Battling Siki in 4 rounds. 1921, July 2nd to be exact, he'd be in a ring with Jack Dempsey, Boyle's 30 Acres, for the World Heavyweight Championship crown. Now, Jack Dempsey would earn $300,000. $1,626,580 would be on the line. And 4,000 movie rights. That's phenomenal. Federal and state taxes, $292,978.66. And $50 would be the top ticket prize for that contest. 1921, $50 for a fight ticket. That's more than about a week's earning for most men who worked during those days. In 1922, January to be exact, he would knock out George Cook in 4 rounds at the Albert Hall in London. May 11th, he would take on Ted Kid Lewis. Ted Kid Lewis would wear the first mouthpiece in boxing history. Fought him at the Olympic Club, and he would stop Ted Kid Lewis in 1 round. September 24th, 1922, he was KO'd in 6 rounds by Battling Siki, Paris, France. He would lose the World Light Heavyweight Championship crown. It was controversy in that fight because Georges Compartier would state that he injured his hand the fight before. Then he would make another statement that he fell to his knee in the groin by Battling Siki. But the newspaper writers at that time would say you must protect yourself at all times. July 24th, 1924, KO'd in 15 rounds by the Fighting Marine, Gene Tunney, in New York. Georges Compartier would also take on Tommy Gibbons, May 31st, 1924. And Philly Phantom, Tommy Loughran, June 17th, 1926. You see, Battling Siki is very underrated. He had the skills to compete with the opponents in his day. But he was the first black light heavyweight champion in boxing history. That cannot be overlooked. I place Battling Siki among my 10 greatest black light heavyweights of all times. Shout out to Battling Siki. I'm Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel.
Now you're looking at Battling Siki and George Compartier. 1922. Before the World Light Heavyweight Championship title.
Beautiful right cross. Carpenter slipped. He was over anxious to reach Siki. Siki's down. Up at 7.
Now this fight was an action-packed filled fight. The Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns bout of his day.
Carpenter is down. Up at 4. Gasping for breath. Those body blows hurt him badly. Siki is over anxious. Before his strength is all gone.
Thanks for watching Scrapbook Boxing. See you in the next video.
The big crowd is shocked at the way Siki has suddenly taken command of this fight. The referee keeps warning Carpenter for continued fouling. Well, there's one for the book. Siki picks him up. Championship here in Paris, France.
Now Compartier starts the headbutt, and Siki retaliates with a knee to the stomach.
The referee, and Siki is declared the winner. The official decision, it's a clean knockout. Battling Siki is the new light heavyweight champion of the world.